Okay, for today's lesson, you need your math notebook, whiteboard, whiteboard marker, and pencil. Let's get started. So today we will find the quotient using the standard algorithm. Let's start with the first one in your math notebook, 6,015 divided by 29. So can we divide 6,000s by 29 without regrouping? No, 29 can't go into 6, so we're going to move over to the next digit. Can we divide 60 hundreds by 29 without regrouping? Yeah, so let's use estimation. 29 can go into 60, so let's look at these two numbers, 29 and 60, and let's use estimation. So let's start with our divisor, turn that into 30, and let's think of a number. 60 actually already goes, they divide evenly. So 60 divided by 30 is 2. So we're going to start our guess and check with 2. Estimation helps us figure out where to start our guess and check. So 29 times 2 equals 58. Can we stop guessing and checking there? Yeah, we can, because we know if we do 29 one more time, it's going to be way over 60. So we're going to do 2. 2 times 29 is 58. So 2 times 29, 58, and now we subtract. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down is our next step. So we have 2 left, and now we're going to bring down the 1. Can we divide 21 tens by 29? No, so we need to put, because we can't, 29 cannot go into 21, we need to put a 0. 0 times 29 is 0, and now we have 21 left over, and then we bring down. A common mistake is to just bring the next number down here without putting our 0. When we get to this digit, because we still have more digits and we just brought that down, it can't be the remainder because we still have some digits left. And also, we can't just bring the next one down and go from there because we need our 0 here. So 29 can't go into 21, so we have to put our 0. 0 times 29 is 0. I know we end up with the same thing, but now it's okay to bring down. The important part is that we make sure we have our 0 here, which is why we follow all of these steps again. So 0 times 29 is 0, 21 minus 0 is 21. Now we can bring down the 5. And now we have 215. 29 can go into 215, so let's use estimation. So we're going to start with our divisor, and we're going to make that 30. And we're going to make 215 210 because we're going to use friendly numbers that divide evenly. 30 can go into 210 7 times. So we know we're going to start our guess and check with 7. 29 times 7. Let's see what we get. 29 times 7 is 203. Can we stop there? Yeah, if we did 29 again, let's see. Let's see if we can do one more. Let's try 29 times 8. Okay, we have 232. That is too big, so we are going to stick with the 7. So we're going to use 7 because that's less than 215 without going over. 232 is too big, it goes over. So 7 is our number. 7 times 29 equals 203. Now we subtract, and we have 12. So what do we do with that 12? We don't have anything else to bring down. 29 cannot go into 12. We can't make any more groups, so it is our remainder. So our quotient is 207 remainder 12, or another way to look at that is 207 and 12 over 29, because your remainder is your numerator and your divisor is your denominator. Okay? So when we check our work with multiplication, we're going to do 207 times 29, and then at the end, we're going to add in our remainder of 12 and see if we get 6,015. It's important to always check your work with multiplication to see if your answer is accurate. Multiply and then add, and we get 6,003, and then we are going to add in our 12 because that was our remainder, and we end up with 6,015. So we are correct. All right, go ahead and solve 6,649 divided by 63 on your whiteboard. Pause the video and press play when you are done. All right, you should have gotten, your quotient should have been 105 remainder 34, or you could have written it as 105 and 34 over 63. Go ahead and take a second and check your whiteboard and make sure what you have matches what is on the slide. Okay, you guys are going to try this on your own first. So grab your whiteboard. A student claims that if we divide a 3-digit number by a 2-digit number, we will always get a single-digit quotient. Which of these problems proves this to be untrue? Go ahead and pause the video and try to solve. When you're ready, press play. Okay, let's look and see. Let's solve 405 divided by 45. We have a single-digit quotient. 496 divided by 62. We have a single-digit quotient. 828 divided by 92. We have a single-digit quotient. And 768 divided by 64. Oh, we have a double-digit quotient. So we could have stopped in the middle of this problem because we knew as soon as we put that 1 that was going to be a 2-digit quotient. Try it now on your own. Can you do it faster now? A student claims that if we divide a 3-digit number by a 2-digit number, we will always get a single-digit quotient. Which of these problems proves this to be untrue? Go ahead and pause the video and press play when you're ready. Okay, so let's see. How did we know that it was C? How can we tell that that was going to be a 2-digit quotient? Because if you look at the numbers, 36 can go into 43. So you know there's going to be a 2-digit quotient there. 74 cannot go into 59. 36 cannot go into 25. 82 cannot go into 65. So it's C. All right, use your whiteboard. The volume of a rectangular prism is 5,376 cubic inches. The prism is 14 inches long and 6 inches wide. How tall is the prism? Okay, try this on your whiteboard. Press pause and then press play when you're ready. Okay, so now let's look on our notes and let's see if what we do on the notes matches what you did on your whiteboard. What is the area of the base? So to find the area, we're going to do 14 inches by 6 inches. Okay, and we need to figure out the height. So we're going to have to divide once we find that out. So let's do 14 times 6. we get 84. So how can we use that to find the height? Well, we know the volume, right? We know the total volume and we know the area. So to use opposite operations, we are going to divide to find the missing height, because we have 14 times 6 times blank equals 5,376. So the way to solve that is to divide. 5,376 divided by 84. Can we divide 5,000s by 84 without regrouping? No. 84 cannot go into 5, so we're going to move to the next digit. Can 84 go into 53? Can we divide 5,300s by 84 without regrouping? No, it cannot go in. So let's go to the next one. So we're going to put our zeros. Can 84 go into 537? Can we divide 537 tens by 84 without regrouping? Yes, yes we can. So let's use estimation in order to guess and check. So let's start with our divisor. And we're going to use 100, so we have friendly numbers, and then we're going to take 537 and make it 500. Now remember, when we're estimating with division, we're really looking more for finding numbers that divide evenly rather than just using the rules of rounding. 500 divided by 100 equals 5. And this is a rough estimate to see where to start for our guess and check. So 84 times 5. We're going to start with 5 for our guess and check. 84 times 5. So 84 times 5 is 420. Let's see if we can do another one. Let's try one more. 84 times 6. 504. So we're going to do one more just to be sure, although we know it is going to be 6. So 84 times 6. 504 is the closest to 537 without going over. 588 is too big. 420, not big enough. We can go 504 by using 6. Okay, 6 times 84 is 504. So now we divide, multiply, subtract, and then we're going to subtract. We end up with 33 left. Now it's bring down. So we're going to bring down the 6. All right, let's use estimation. 84 can definitely go into 336. So let's estimate. Let's round our numbers to, let's make our divisor 80. Let's round it to 80, and then let's take 336, make it 320, so they divide evenly. And we have 4. So now we know we're going to start our guess and check at 4. So 84 times 4. And we get 336. So 336 is exact. So we know it's 4. 4 times 84 is 336. And we subtract and we have no remainder. So our quotient is 64. Our height is 64 inches tall. If we check with multiplication, we'll do 64 times 84. And we should end up with 5,376. Let's see what we got. And we do. We end up with 5,376. Okay, the volume of a rectangular prism is 3,094 cubic inches. The prism is 13 inches long and 7 inches wide. How tall is the prism? Go ahead and solve this on your whiteboard. And Press pause and press play when you're ready. Okay, you should have gotten 34 inches tall. Your quotient is 34. The height of the prism is 34 inches tall. Go ahead and check your whiteboard and check to make sure it matches the work you see. Press pause if you need to. Okay, and lastly, on your whiteboard, evaluate the expression 2,790 divided by 45. Okay, you should have gotten 62 as your quotient. All right, make sure you continue on with your problem set and homework.